So this is an overview of an unbalanced diet from topic 7G, lesson 5. So before we start, let's have a look at the main components of your diet. So these are all the things that you take into your body during the day. This is all the food that you eat. So it's important to look at what's in the diet before we look at what an unbalanced diet actually is. So first of all, we're going to talk about carbohydrates. These are also known as sugars, and these are a great source of energy for your cells to perform whatever processes they need, and they release the energy through a process called respiration. So this is a good source of energy for your cells. Along with carbohydrates, we also need to make sure that we have plenty of fat. Sometimes they're called lipids in our diet too. These are also a good source of energy. They also allow us to insulate. I'll attempt to draw a scarf here to represent insulation. There we go. That's not too bad. And they also allow your cells to make their cell membranes. So fats and lipids are really, really important. Along with fats and lipids, we also need to make sure that we've got plenty of protein. So protein is vital for growth and repair. Growth and repair can happen at many stages during life. So as you're born, going through the first years from birth up to the age of 2 or 3, we go through a big growth spurt, and then the same in adolescence as well. So they allow us to grow in terms of the number of cells that we produce during certain stages of our life. But also, if you were to go to the gym or you wanted to work out and build muscle, you take lots of protein to help repair those muscles and get stronger. Alongside protein, we need to make sure that we have plenty of water in our diet as well. Water is really, really important. Not only is it a great solvent, but it's involved in many chemical reactions inside the body. And then finally, we need vitamins and minerals. Now these ones we only actually need in very small amounts, and these ones help us to stay fit and healthy. They help your immune system and other chemical processes inside your body. So we only need very, very small amounts of vitamins and minerals, but they're really important. So what happens if you don't have one of these components in your diet, in your everyday food intake? Well, we call this a deficiency. And it simply means a lack of something. So if you're missing one of these over a sustained period of time, then it can result in certain diseases. And to undo a deficiency, what you've got to do is put back what you took out. So some of the diseases that we talked about, or that I mentioned earlier, just a couple. Anemia. This is due to a lack of iron, and iron is used to help transport oxygen around the body via the bloodstream. We also can talk about an example such as rickets. And rickets is a lack of vitamin D. This can affect your bone growth. And finally, I'm going to fit it in. We've got scurvy, so a lack of vitamin C. And with any one of these three, all you've got to do to overcome these is take more iron in your diet, add more vitamin D, or add more vitamin C. Putting all of these food groups into as a collective into the food that you take during the day, there needs to be a correct balance in the number of in the amount of energy that you get from all of this food, and it needs to meet your needs. We don't want too much energy, we don't want to overdo what our body requires, but we also want to make sure that we've got enough to survive on a daily basis. The amount you need depends on you and your activities and your body type. One kind of rule that we could look at is if we had two people, person A and person B, Generally, the bigger a person is, the more cells they're made from. And as a result, if they're made from more cells, then they require more energy, so they'd have to take in more food. The way we can measure that is that person A might require only 1,800 kilojoules, but person B might need 2,500 kilojoules because they're made from more cells. They might be more active, they work out, they go to the gym. So it's not just based on the size of a person, but it's also based on their activity during the day as well. So this is down to your energy needs. And that summarises the main points in lesson 5, topic 7G, on an unbalanced diet.